Hi everyone, it's Tammy and welcome to my flip through. This is the week of April 8th through 14th and it was an exciting week. I cannot believe that the eclipse was just a week ago. It feels like it was 2 or 3 weeks ago. But then I don't know, things just are so weird sometimes. If I think about it being the middle of April, Christmas seemed like it was just a month ago. So I don't know. It is weird getting old, I'll tell you that. But it was a great week, and I hope that you guys had a great week too. And I am trying a new light. So I tried another light another day, and it honestly looks really good to me in the camera. You guys are going to have to let me know what you guys think. But this is a ring light that I have attached, and there's like, you can see if there's the base of it. I can turn the base so it's the other way, but I think that this will be fine because I kind of like having the base overlooking this way. I don't know, it feels sturdier to me. So whatever, but let's go ahead and get started. Monday, like I said, was the eclipse day. Chris left work. We live in Colfax, Indiana, which is just south of Lafayette. It's between Lafayette and Indianapolis, Indiana. If you guys, the capital of Indiana is Indianapolis. It's right in the center of the state. And we are to the northwest of that. And we were right in the middle of the 100% eclipse. And it was really, really neat. It was very cool to see. It got dark. All of the lights came on, like the solar lights and the street lamps and all of that. And it wasn't like pitch black, but it was dark. And it was just beautiful. There are some amazing pictures online if you guys are interested. We did try to take some, but it didn't really work out too well. But I might include a few that we took because they were really pretty still. I might include a few at the end. I'm going to try to include a few pictures of different things that happened throughout the week because we had a really good week. Katie, though, I wrote this in my planner, and since you're staring here at the page, it's kind of staring at me, and you guys may have been reading it, and I'll just go ahead and explain. Katie was in an accident in January, and in Indiana, the insurance company has to talk to the BMV. We call it a BMV. I know a lot of the nation calls it a DMV, the Department of Motor Vehicles. We call it the Bureau of Motor Vehicles, so we say the BMV. And it's up to the insurance company to submit insurance forms to prove that the driver had insurance. And they want the insurance company to do it, I guess, to make sure that it's truth. And it's, yes, the insurance company is sending confirmation that this person had insurance at the time of the accident. Luckily, nobody was hurt in January. You guys might have remembered me mentioning it, but she did total her car. So that was a bummer. And, but, like I said, everything is okay. It all worked out for the good. Everything is great. But what she didn't know was that the insurance company never sent that paperwork in. So her license, because of that, got suspended on the 7th. So the Sunday. And she happened to be driving somewhere and she got pulled over, and they said that her license was suspended. They gave her a ticket for, I think it was $250, and also told her that normally they would tow the car, but luckily she had a driver with her. Whoops, one of my little things has fallen down, and I didn't want it to get lost in the shuffle. My little plugins, sorry, it was distracting. So luckily she had somebody that could drive, and they didn't end up towing the car. Everything worked out as good as it could. So that was all good. And she immediately called the insurance company. They sent over the paperwork, all that jazz, which was great. They thought that they had sent over the right form, but they said that they sent the wrong form. So that was crazy. But have I been taping this whole? I was just questioning whether or not I'd been taping. I had to stop to make sure because I thought I'd been talking to nobody. But anyway, I'll straighten that up a little later in the video. And like I said, the eclipse day was there. Chris left early because we were right in the middle and he didn't want to be stuck in traffic. And then we had a great day with that. It was really cool. I didn't write it on here, but Chris actually mowed the lawn. We took a golf cart ride. We talked to our friend Chuck. We made stuffed peppers and asparagus for dinner. We were watching Blacklist, and I posted my Plan With Me collab with Tracy If you guys didn't see last week's, you might check it out. And then also look at Tracy's because it was cool. She's so fun. And so that was our Monday. It was a good Monday, and I worked from home that day. Tuesday, I went to the office, but I only worked half a day because we went to a play that evening, which was phenomenal. And what I did was I came home. Well, I went to Chicken Salad Chick and got myself a chicken salad, which was fabulous. If you guys have ever had Chicken Salad Chick, or if you haven't had, or if you haven't heard of, it's a place that only sells chicken salad, but they sell all different kinds of chicken salad with pickles, with onion, without any of those things, plain, with grapes, with, I mean, just about any kind of chicken salad you could think of. And they had a Parmesan one this time that I thought looked really good. And I don't know if it was like the special for the month. So I don't know if it's something that they carry all the time or not, but I went ahead and got that. It was yummo. I had to get gas, and then I came home for just a minute, let out Roxy, did all the things. And then I left and picked up Chris from work. And then we picked up Katie from work because she's a teacher. And then we went to Delphi, Indiana, which was about 40 minutes away. And we saw a play called The Pilgrim. It's actually a musical. Katie had seen it. This was her 4th time seeing it. It is amazing. It was so good. And it's about a man's journey to find Christ. And it was so well done. And I say it's a musical, which you almost don't want to say that because musicals usually turn me off. This was so well done, so good. It was just absolutely phenomenal. But before we did that, we took Katie to the courthouse in Delphi, and she had the BMV, like I said, sent her the right paperwork. And or send the BMV, or sorry, the insurance company send the BMV the paperwork, but she also asked for a copy of it. So she took that to the courthouse. Everything worked out perfectly. They took the $250 charge off. They unsuspended her license. She's good to go. She can now drive. So we picked her up from work because she couldn't drive. She had to have somebody drive her that morning. And then we picked her up, and after the play, we brought her back. And it was just a wonderful evening. We had Mexican. It was just absolutely wonderful. It was a great day. Okay, so Tuesday was a beautiful day. And this musical, which I would call a play, it was phenomenal. And one of the really cool things about it that I wanted to share with you guys was that they had this person, his name was Christian, going through life to try to find, well, to follow the path that God had laid out for him. And he went through all sorts of trials and tribulations, including the pits of despair. And during that time, during the whole time, Jesus was right there with him. They had a character that played Jesus, and it was so neat to see because so often we forget that we are not alone ever. And God has a plan for us. And if we stay on the path, we will get there. And it was just really, really good. So if you get the opportunity to see The Pilgrim, and I heard that there was a book too called The Pilgrim or something close to that, The Pilgrim's Route or something along the lines. It was very, very good. I might even have to look up that book. So then Wednesday, I went to work and, or I worked from home actually, and I was trying to read what I wrote. Roxy and I, because I had picked up Chris from work, he left his truck there. And so Roxy and I went, and he goes to work at 6:30 in the morning. So he goes earlier than I need to be there or need to come upstairs to work. So Roxy and I took him to work, and we stopped at Starbucks, and I had a coffee chat with Tracy, and then I worked from home. I also went to lunch with a friend named Lauren, and we had a great time. It was good. We just went to Dairy Queen, which is one of the closest places around, and it was fast and easy, and it was just a nice time. So yay, that was good. It rained really hard in the evening. Let's see, we had some work issues, but those were all worked out, and I was working on my sweater. Chris came home, and he went to bed at 6:30. He was so tired. The play, we didn't get home until after 11, which is really late for especially him because he gets up at 5:30 or 4:30, and I usually get up with him, but I don't need quite as much sleep as the average bear for some reason. Excuse me. I never have, but he'd had a lot of late nights with just things that were going on. And so the play that lasted until 11, or didn't get home until a little after 11, he was beat. So getting up and going to work, and then he came home, he was like, I am so tired, I'm going to go to bed. So he went to bed at 6:30, which was fine because I got to work on my sweater, and I did finish some of my color work, or to the color work. And then Thursday, we had ordered, I think I mentioned in my last plan with me that there was like a box of snacks from Japan that Chris ordered. It's a lady that we watch on YouTube, and her name is Lou. And the box of snacks arrived, and it had a little handwritten note in it, and I thought it was so cute. It says, "Hello, Chris. Thank you so much for your order. I hope you will enjoy it. Have a nice day, Lou." And her handwriting is just cute, and it was just sweet that it came from Japan. I don't know. It was kind of neat. Oh, I also wrote on here that O.J. Simpson died. I videoed my plan with me. I got a duck. Our pastor has a Jeep, drives a Jeep. Rides a Jeep. He drives a Jeep. One of we call them like treeps. It's a truck and a Jeep. It doesn't know what it wants to be, but he has one, and they call it ducked. A lot of Jeeps you'll see around have a ton of rubber ducks in the windshield, and he had gotten one, and I have actually been looking for a pastor for a long time, and I never found one, but I found a Charles Dickens duck that he was holding a book, and he kind of looked like a pastor. So I painted him. I used my acrylic paints. I looked up how to paint on rubber, and it said acrylic paint was pretty good, and I have that. So I used acrylic paint and painted on the Charles Dickens duck to make it look like our pastor, and it was fabulous. I think it turned out great. Again, I'll try to remember to post some pictures so you'll see at the end. I ordered a spring collection of yarn from Toad Hollow. I had no business ordering any yarn, but I'm crazy. I also ordered a pair of shoes from Amazon. I talked to my son. I talked to another person that we know, and we went to Pizza King for dinner, or we ordered it. Chris got a taco salad, and I had a cheeseburger, and it was good. Pizza King is the closest place for us to go, and it is a block, or no, it's probably 3 blocks away, 4 blocks maybe. It's very, very close. Definitely walking distance or golf cart distance for sure. Friday, it rained all day Friday. I did order from the Ultimate Planner sale, so I might do a haul when I get all of my things, just to show you one big haul, but I wrote them all down. I didn't spend too much money. I didn't go crazy any of the shops, but I did a fair share, and considering I haven't ordered much at all this year as far as stickers go, I think I've done pretty well, so that was all right. We picked up Hazel at 4:30, and we came home, and she enjoyed the bubble gun that Chris had purchased. It was so cool. It has a whole bunch, 70 or 72 holes in it, it says. And when you push the little trigger, just bubbles go everywhere, and it was fun. We also went to Chewy's for dinner, and Hazel paid. I bought her this little wallet from Kate Spade that matches my purse, which is glitter, or my computer bag, which is glittery pink, and she has a little wristlet thing that has a zipper on it. And I bought that for her, but she leaves it in the car. And she had that, and then she has a little Minnie Mouse credit card, and she had that in there, and she wanted to pay for dinner. So it was the cutest thing. We had to wait for somebody to help us, and I said, "Can you please let her pay?" And they're looking at me like I'm crazy. I said, "My husband paid at the table, but she really needs to pay. She has her credit card and is all ready." And they understood what I meant, and they did a good job, and it was really cute. So Hazel paid for dinner. It was adorable. And I did cast on a baby sweater for somebody we know that's having a baby in October. We got the car wash. I finished my sweater. Yay! That's a big deal. I should have highlighted that. I finished my sweater. And we got a new flag for the house. It's just the American flag. It's called an Allegiance flag, and it looks like it's very well made. So that was cool. Chris came home early that day. I think I found out that I'm no longer a PR person for Planners World. I tried to place an order, and none of my codes worked. So she didn't tell me that, at least not that I saw anywhere. And I was able to find somebody else's discount code, so I used theirs. But I do like their stuff, but it's probably because I haven't placed any orders, like I said. So I did place an order at Planners World and at Oki because I hadn't placed one for quite some time. So I guess I shouldn't be surprised that she kicked me out, but I was just surprised that I didn't know. Let's see, Saturday we went to Target and we picked up a bike for Hazel. It's a little 12-inch Minnie Mouse bike that has training wheels and a bell and a little basket thing. It's so stinking cute. So we got that, and we went to Sonic and we got the car washed, and I also went into Target and purchased some things for dinner and such. When we got home, Chris put together the bike and she loves it, but it is really hard to teach her how to pedal, like move this foot forward, and she kept wanting to go backwards, and then it's hard to know, you have to go, you know, when this one's up, this one has to go down, and whew, so we struggled to teach her. She didn't quite catch on. I know she will, and she kept trying, which was very sweet, and she loved to sit on it anyway. And she had visions of, I could tell she was just ready to zoom, and she didn't get frustrated though, because I thought she was going to, and she didn't, but she didn't get to zoom like she expected to. That's what she kept saying, zoom. And, but she was very good and she loves it. So that was really cute. We did hot dogs and steaks on the grill for dinner. We were outside almost all day long. And then later in the day, we called up a friend of ours who goes to church with us, and his name is Eric, and he owns a farm that's close by. We actually took the golf cart to it, and he has cows and goats. So we got to pet cows and goats. Oh my word. I was so excited. It was so cute. And one of the cows even kissed my hand. So he licked it. So I'm saying I got kissed by a little cow. Oh, Hazel loved it too. She was just all over. She really liked the goats. I think she liked the cows, but she liked climbing the fence, and, or not, she didn't like get in with the cows, but she couldn't get in with the cows. She could kind of get in with some of the goats, and she really enjoyed the baby goats. They had baby goats for us to see. Like, maybe they weren't babies, but they were young goats. They have some young cows, but they were out in the pasture. They weren't in the pen that we could see them in. So I think she liked the baby ones best because, you know, they're so cute. But it was awesome. She loved it all. I loved it all. Chris loved it all. It was great. And Eric was so nice to us. So it was very cool. And then yesterday we had to take Hazel back. But before we did that, we went to church and I did the announcements and we played outside for a long time. And I started to make some Mother's Day mugs for Hazel to give to her mom and to her grandma. And then I decided, well, I want one. And then I thought, well, her dad will probably want one. So she's made 4. And so far what we've done is we've painted her hand green, and she put it on the side of a mug that I purchased from Amazon. And then I'm going to put little flowers on each of the fingers to make it look like little flowers. And then I'll probably write Happy Mother's Day or something in acrylic paint on the back. And then I've heard that you can kind of seal them and put them in the oven for about 10 or 15 minutes, I think they said, at 250. I don't know. Don't trust me on that. Look it up, because I'll look it up again too. And it kind of seals it all in so that they can use the mug, and you could even put it in the dishwasher and all that jazz. So should be cute. Hopefully it'll all work out great. But so far we've done the hard part of getting Hazel's handprints on the mugs. She loves bubbles. We played with bubbles, took a golf cart ride. We're looking for swing sets to maybe get one for her for here. I have a little picture of Roxy there. Oh my goodness, she's just the cutest dog ever. Chris and I, after dropping her off, we went to a place called K-Town for Korean barbecue. It was delicious. And at the end, they had a cotton candy vending machine. It was so cool. You picked a design, and so ours had a flower on the inside, and then it was a little white on the outside. So it was a pink flower and then white, and this machine did it. I did take a video. It's a couple of minutes. I'll probably still include it at the end because it was just so cool. I don't know if it has music playing, so I might take the music off, but it's worth a watch because it was so good, so good. And we took the outside car, the convertible, to Dairy Queen. We hadn't driven it for a long time, since last fall, probably. well, I can't even imagine driving it in the winter, or as having driven it in the winter. Because luckily it's not our only, it's just a fun car. It's not, we don't use it to get anywhere unless we'd have to, but it's not our primary vehicle, I should say. But it was so nice that yesterday it got up to 79 and the low was 57. It was just beautiful here. It was a beautiful weekend. It was also Diana's birthday. So happy birthday, Diana. But we had a great day. And we ended up going to Dairy Queen and Roxy loved it. She didn't like the outside car last year. It's kind of loud. But this year she did great. So I was happy with that. And Lou had a new video. We watched that. And Chris is watching Ford versus Ferrari. And while he was doing that, I was knitting. So I just put this in here for K-Town. And I put on here that I was knitting a baby sweater, which I actually finished this morning. I don't know, it was about 7 o'clock, 7:15-ish. I got it all done, except for I still need to put buttons on it and I need to wash it and block it. But it is really cute. So now I get to start something new, which is exciting. I think I'm going to make a bonnet to go with the sweater, and I may even make some little booties, so we'll see. But it was very fun. And that was our week. So I hope that you guys had a fabulous week. I hope that you guys found some joy, and I hope for that for next week too. I pray for that for this coming week that's just started. Do something for yourself that makes you feel good and enjoy. So thanks a lot for watching. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.